They say you should change your wedges every 12 to 18 months. Well, this is my old wedge, it's 2 years old. This is my brand new wedge. I'm going to put them head to head and see what the differences are. Hi, I'm Paul, and this is The Golf Show. How old is your golf equipment? How often do you change your golf equipment? One of my best buddies, his irons are 15 years old. Now, I think he's got to be losing out there. He's going to have less control, they're going to be less forgiving than modern equipment. I don't think you should change your clubs every year, but I think every few years when the technology's moved on 2 or 3 generations, you're going to see some benefits. This is my 56-degree wedge. Use this extensively. Bit of wear on the face there, as you can see. Use it in bunkers, lots of chipping, getting me out of trouble. So I'm going to put this head to head today with the brand new PXG wedge. So they're both PXG wedges, both forged. The new one is milled, so they're not exactly a direct comparison. But the point of this test is to see how much spin, how much control, how much feel I'm losing with an old wedge versus a brand new one. So let's get on with the test. My old wedge on the left with the black shaft. Had it for 2 years. Use it in bunkers, use it around the green. As you can see, quite a bit of wear on the face. It's going to be really interesting to get in the swing centre and see what those grooves are like. This is the new one. Nice sharp grooves on there. The new one's also got a wedge shaft, whereas my old one has got the same shafts that I had in all my irons. So they're both forged steel. The main difference between these two wedges is the new one is milled as well. Both got weights in there that can be adjusted for your setup. Both 56 degrees. Now you're going to see a difference straight away. This is the old wedge, which is very traditional in terms of where the groove pattern is. Whereas you look at the new wedge, it's got full face grooves. Now, clubs like the high toe, some of the Callaway are doing that. And the reason for that is when you really open that up, maybe you're doing a flop shot, you're getting grooves all over the ball in contact with the face, whereas with one of these, you might not. Some clubs like your Pings, the new Glide 4.0 or the SM9 still go like this. I think this is how all wedges will be looking like in the future. That does frame it nice, but surely that's going to be better for the golfer. Okay, let's go hit some balls. I'm going to start off with my old wedge. This is the PXG 0311 forged wedge from 2 years ago. 56 degrees of loft and 10 degrees of bounce. I've got 15 yards here. I'm interested to see how the ball comes off the club, the trajectory, the control we get around the hole. Nice flight, not lots of spin. Also, I'm very used to using this club. Again, just running on a bit there. Hit that quite nice. Okay. Bit of a lower one there. Check on the first bounce. Oh dear, bladed it. Sorry camera. It's 2 weeks in a row. Oops. Okay, I've hit 8 balls with this. From that, I would say I'd be confident I'd make 2 of those putts, so that's not great. These are all a little way away. Let's try the new wedge. Okay, so they were reasonable, they weren't great. They're kind of what I'm used to seeing with that club now. We've got the PXG Sugar Daddy II. This is 56 degrees with 10 degrees of bounce as well. Beautiful looking club. Let's see what we can do with this. Head looks a bit bigger, but I think that's with the full face grooves to give you a bit more confidence. Caught that one a little bit fat, but it's worked. PXG do 2 soles on this. This is the C grind sole. A little bit wider sole, makes it a bit more versatile when you're opening it up. Oh, a bit long, but wow, it's not. It's gone past the hole, but there's a lot of check on that second bounce. Go in. Okay, straight away. 3 gimmies and a 5-footer. Let's hit a few more. Nice bounce. Didn't catch that brilliantly, got a bit lucky there. Okay, that one wasn't great. Okay, another gimme there, a couple of 3-footers. Not quite as good with the second batch there, but you know, this club is obviously going to win. It's new, it's got superior materials, it's 2 years newer, it's going to have fresher grooves. But the point of this is just trying to illustrate, if you're using old equipment, is it really hurting your scores? Wedges are part of the scoring zone in golf, so if you're not getting the ball in close, you're going to be struggling to make your pars or your bogeys. So let's go and try a few shots from maybe 30 yards now and see what the difference is there. Now this is a distance I'm more comfortable in using the 56. Those kind of ones there, if there's nothing to get over, I'd probably run it in with a 7-iron, albeit some of those were close, so I really need to work on my wedges. But let's see what we like from a little bit further out. First up this time is the new wedge, the Sugar Daddy II. Oh, hello. Look at the check on that. Beautiful. I'll flub that one a little bit. Okay. Need to land it over that. A little bit high, perhaps a reaction to the last one. Not bad though. I felt, yeah, it's gone past the hole, but it's pulled up pretty quick. Let's try a few more. How did that not go in? Lucky bounce. Nice amount of spin though. Oh yeah. Be the one. And hit that one fat. Okay, 3 very good, 1 poor there. I was rushing a little bit there. I think with these grooves and the new club, I've got the confidence to hit it a bit harder, knowing it's going to stop. Really pleased with those 3. Okay, let's try the old wedge. Feels a bit lighter with the composite shaft. I needed that though at the time when I had the issues with tennis elbow. Got a bit of nip on there, so there's still some spin on these grooves. Bit higher that one. Not done me any harm though. Oh, really high. It's going to be short. Quite high off the face there. They're not bad, they're not great. Obviously I'm very used to using this club. Let's try a few more. You don't want to play that one, of course, would you? That high. Let's try a slightly lower one. You're just not getting the spin there. You know, I think with the older wedge, I feel like I'm having to work a lot harder to control the shot to make sure it doesn't go flying past, or, you know, occasionally I'm hitting a fat one. As I say, obviously the newer club is going to be better, but I just want to see how much you're losing with the old equipment. So we've done 2 tests out here. It's now time to head into the swing centre here at Fulford Golf Club and check out some of the spin rates and some of the other stats. Make sure you check out next week's episode of The Golf Show, where I'm going to do a full what's in the bag for 2022. What a shame to come inside on such a lovely day, but I want to test the spin rates on these wedges. So I'm in Guy Will's swing centre here at Fulford Golf Club. I'm going to hit 3 shots from 50 yards with each club, so that's about a half swing. You're probably going to see around about 5,000, 6,000 revs per minute in terms of spin rate on the backspin. Let's see if the old wedge has lost much spin compared to the new one on a half shot. Around about the 6,500 average for the old club. Let's try the new one. The first shot there with the new club No difference really in terms of spin rate. I'm using the Wilson ball, which is a nice soft ball, premium quality ball with a urethane cover. Obviously I hit that one a bit harder, so expect the ball to roll up the face a bit more. Let's take that one out and hit 2 more at 50 yards. How bad does a strike have to be for it to say looking for the ball? Well, I'm not going to lie, that surprised me. Getting similar spin with both clubs there for the ones that go around 50 yards. I've taken out the ones that were a bit longer or really short, but very similar spin around the 6,400s for a 50-yard shot. I'm now going to try this out with a full swing and see what the spin differences are there. First up is the old wedge. Oh, thin that, that'll be interesting. A nasty 110 yards through the back of the green and lost in the trees kind of shot. 7,800, yeah, that was rubbish. So the old wedge is averaging about 11,000 RPM in terms of backspin on a full swing, which is going 85 yards. Let's check out the new wedge. So soft off the face. If you look at the face of the new wedge, you can see where the grooves are really attacking the ball there. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. I expected the new wedge to win hands down in all categories, but from 50 yards they were very comparable. From 80 yards, actually getting a bit more spin with the old wedge. Yes, it's 2 years old. Yes, it's been used a lot, but obviously it's a very good quality club. Might have to get that on eBay. The new one though, you can see how the fresh grooves on it have really bitten into the cover of the golf ball there, with the bits of the cover still on the face. Out on the practice ground, this gave me a lot more consistency, certainly around the green. In here, not so much difference, but I'm not really going to use my 56 for a full swing shot very often, unless I'm in some real trouble. Okay, reasonably often then, but so I think for, you know, I'm going to be using these for those little dinks, 20 yards and in, around the green, knocking it over bunkers, getting it out of bunkers. So obviously the new club is a better club, but that was really interesting checking the spin rates out there. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, give us a like, and we'll see you next time on The Golf Show. I hope you enjoyed the episode of The Golf Show. To watch another, click here. To subscribe, click here.